Hello, 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 hello. Anyway, I can't be on here too long. It's like 1 o'clock in the morning. It's almost 2 o'clock in the morning. It's 1:44 in the morning. Anyway, um, let's talk poetry. Um, so this been on my heart a little bit lately. To talk about, to express on the internet, because some people been asking me like, how is the poetry community, and I'm just like, I've been giving very vague answers. I've been giving like, oh, it's just been fun, da da da. But I want to kind of be honest here. Um, Experience in the poetry community for me, it's been a little iffy. It's been a little iffy. Um, I always have fun. Hi guys, that's coming in. Hi, hello, hello, hello. I'm a poet. I write things that sound beautiful. But yo, we're talking about the poetry community and my experience with it. So I'm gonna let y'all know. So yeah, going into the poetry community, first of all, first and foremost, I just want to start off with like, when I entered the poetry community, it was just trial for me to do something new in my life, to spice up, like, when you need a new plot. That's really what it was for me. And I was having fun and having fun. Like, personally, I know things come and go in life. And so, as this was coming into my life, I'm just like, I'm just going to enjoy it. Period. And everything seemed to be in alignment for me. VIP, I love them down. I always have a good time when I'm with them. And so, now that I'm in the space, and after like going to like 5 events, they're like, your turn, go on the mic, say a poem of your own on the mic. And I'm just like, okay guys, sure. And I do. And I did well. Congrats to me, I did well. My first video is like 300K and counting, and on Instagram views, and 20K likes and counting. Okay, period. So yay to me for my first time going on stage and saying a poem and stuff like that. But I'm kind of shy. Like, I'm really shy about poetry. Um, and so, first of all, it's always weird making new friends as an adult. And I'm really not a girl kind of girl. Like, I fit in with the guys. Like, I'm really one of the bros. Like, I'm such a girly girl, but I'm one of the bros. And so it's easy to just be friends. So I've made a lot of guy friends, to say the least. And otherwise, like, trying to meet new friends and stuff in the community, I'll get like stink face, and people will roll their eyes at me, and I'll just be smiling at them, like, trying to say hi. Like, hi, like, let's be friends, but with a smile, And people will just be like, mean mug, you go to say hi to somebody, and they're just kind of like stuck up, and they're just like, you're a fan kind of energy, and it's just like, ugh. This is why I don't really talk to people now. And so I'm asking like other poets, like, that I'm friends with, like, what's going on? Like, why is it so hard to socialize with people? Like, da da da. And they'll say like, well, yeah, well, there's kind of cliques, and there's groups and stuff like that, and like, it's these type of people, and these type of people, and these type of people. And I'll just be like, okay, I get that, people have their groups and stuff like that. But this is not high school, and we are grown adults. We are grown adults in poetry. Guys. This is not a wig. This is not a wig. Okay, please. Just give me my money. Please don't distract me. anyway, anyway. Anyway, I'm talking about poetry. The poetry community, okay? Stay focused. So yes, trying to make friends with people, and they're very much like we're friends over here. You can't get in. You can't sit with us. The kind of energy is really not really friendly. It's really not welcoming. And then I'll ask somebody like, why am I trying to make friends with people and they're mean mugging me? Like, you go to hi, hello, and hug somebody, and they'll just be like, ugh. Like, why are they doing that to me? And they'll just be like, oh, well, yeah, there's competition, heavy competition, and stuff like that. And, people will do that because they like that animosity stuff. And I'm just like, that's corny. Like, this is poetry, this is art. Why can't we just enjoy each other creating and be amongst each other and enjoy the fact that we are all creators here? And it kind of hurt my feelings because in my mind I'm thinking like, all right, I'm gonna go be friends with poets. Poets see things beautifully, and people, we all go through things, and poets have their way of turning terrible things into beautiful messages, if you know what I mean. And I'm just like, these gotta be beautiful kind of people. And um they're just like, actually, no, never, not everybody's beautiful. Some people that consider themselves poets, they're not here to, like, they're still people. They're just here to just say poems and still continue to be terrible people. And I just really found that hard to believe. I'm just like, what the freak. Hi, thank you guys, I'm trying to be super serious and talk about something important, and you guys are like, you're pretty, how's your mental health? um my mental health is lovely. I'm very much healing over here. And this has been on my heart to speak about lately, about poetry and the community being not welcoming. And I feel like it's very disheartening when the community is like that, because for one, this platform, specifically VIP, you can tell the platform was built on love. You can love oozes off the stage, and it confuses me as to how it stops at the stage. Like, the community outside of the stage, like off the stage, is not as loving as the environment that they built it off of. And people are just like, people just be like, well, so what? Like, everything's not love and light. And it's just like, okay, I get everything's not love and life, but you would think that love would draw in love. Like, why are you guys so hateful to each other? Why are you guys are so competitive to each other? Like, everything everything doesn't need to be a competition. And they're strictly on competition. Everybody's about numbers, everybody's about clout, everybody's about popularity. Like, why is it a popularity contest? I'm trying to figure it out. Why? I love coming into a space and being new, because I get to be a sponge. I get to pay attention to everybody, learn new ways, learn new kinds of everything. And ramen for sure, ramen. Um, no. Um. Anyway, y'all keep distracting me. Anyway, I'm just trying to figure out why the environment is not, based off love, and everything is so like competitive. Thanks for the follow. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Um, and they're just like, so what? if you can't take the heat, get out the kitchen, pretty much. And it's like, it's not that I can't take the heat, but it's just like, why do we have to be like this? Like, as creatives, I want to enjoy the art that you create, and I want you to enjoy the art that I create. And sometimes let's create together. It kind of breaks that barrier. Thank you for following me. It kind of breaks that barrier of introducing new poets. There's so many poets out here that don't consider themselves poets because they write to themselves. I write to myself and to myself only. So the first time I got on the stage to write and share a poem, it was oh my gosh, it was so terrifying. So terrifying that I blacked out. I blacked out on stage, and I mean, I still did great. Like I said, I still did great because I was on autopilot, but it does not feel like, it feels fake. It feels very much like kindness only lasts for the second that you smile in my face and say hello. Like, that's where the kindness stops. And it's quite annoying because a lot of the poets that get on stage and say their poems is about very real life shit, you know what I mean? Like, everybody's either talking about depression or SA, or you know what I mean? Like, everybody's talking about very dark and deep things, and it's just like, you're competing over stuff that we're literally using to heal ourselves with. It's kind of confusing to me because the way I interpret my pain and my trauma and what I went through, and this little thing that I used to heal myself with, this little piece of poem that I used to heal myself with, you're you're comparing the way you were easily able to turn and manipulate words and use your pain and create something beautiful out of it compared to someone else. You think that that holds weight. You think that that makes you a better, like, that makes you better. Like, that really, it bothers me a little bit because, like, why are you competing, like, out of the most mundane things? Like, bro, this, I wrote this poem with tears in my eyes, and you talking about who poem is better? Bro, I wrote this on the verge about to myself. You worry about who poem is better? Like, anyway, cause that really be pissing me off. It really do. But anyway, that's just my feelings about it. Cause I really just think it's corny that people are doing the whole comparison and I'm better than you kind of thing. Y'all, please, since y'all here, can you like my life, please? Can you please just tap the screen for me? Please. Please. Come on, I'll do it with y'all. Y'all want to ask me some questions? I'll take a break from what I'm talking about. Come on, guys. Like for me, please. What y'all doing up anyway? It's 2 o'clock in the morning, y'all. What y'all doing? Oh my gosh, thanks for following me. 1,000 coming up. Ah! My guy. Because, alright. Y'all cool for me to keep talking? Y'all want me to keep talking? Am I ODing right now? Cause I got more. Thanks for the follow, Mike. Thanks to Jeff, my guy. Period. Look at you. He's doing the thing with the likes. Period. Alright, so yeah. Alright, so I was on another poet live, right? Okay. And here, I got another thing about this that I'm also concerned about. The support of the poets in the community is not there. It's there about this much. And so, being new to the community, someone expressed to me that, like, when we go to these open mics and people are up on the stage and you record them and you express how much you love them on Instagram and you share their page and all of that stuff, and they don't promote, they don't like, they don't give you no energy back, they don't say thank you, they don't reciprocate nothing. They just, I don't even think I can do that. See, I can. Hi, love. Hi, love. My day was lovely. How was your day? Thanks, Jeff. You're the best. You're the best. I love you so much. But yeah. Back to what I was saying. People, they don't follow you back. They won't. They won't. They won't give you. They won't appreciate the flowers that you give out. And so currently there's this person that I follow, there's this poet I follow, and he's really good. He's really good. I followed him immediately. I seen him perform maybe once or twice, and um he didn't follow me back. And then he met me again at a different event, and he's seen who I was, my page, and stuff like that. And he would literally scroll and like my pictures, but not follow me back. And I'm just like, huh? Why? What's gonna happen organically? My 1,000 likes, they already are there. I'm working on two now. 2,000 because Jeff loves me. But yeah, he literally, oh, your little fingers. Oh, take it easy, okay? Take it easy. Hi, Luke. But yeah. So they wouldn't follow back. They don't like to repost. They don't like to say thank you and stuff like that. And people pay more attention to the hate than they do the love and appreciation that they get. And so, no hard feelings to the person who didn't follow me back, because it's a few people who didn't follow me back, but that's okay, because I didn't follow you for a follow back. I followed you because I appreciate the art that you create. And so, if you don't appreciate my art, that's fine, because there's very much art on my page, plenty of it. Thank you, Luke. Thank you. But they also mentioned in this live, because the person who didn't follow me back, they had a live about this topic and conversation, and I'm just like, you know what, this conversation is needed, and I need to be present, because I'm new to this community, and I'm really trying to put two and two together, and it's really not clicking. Like, two and two is not equaling four. At least he looked through. Yeah, you're right. At least he did look through, because he knew I was a baddie. He was trying to figure out who this baddie was, because I'm definitely that girl in the space. I'm definitely okay. Wait, let me turn it down a little bit. I'm that girl in that space. Best believe people is checking for me, checking to see who I am, because I am a very vibrant being, and I'm very fun to be around. Okay, so nonetheless, I'm I'm aware of people being aware of who I am, or wondering who I am. But to wonder who I am, to be in my space and still be like, I'm not gonna give you no attention because I'm above you, kind of thing, is where it gets corny for me. It's lame, because what? Why is it? Why? I'm just confused. I'm really just confused, honestly. And so they were saying in this live that you need to be accepting of competition. I don't want to accept people competing. No. Sorry. I really can't. Like, I don't even think that it's like, oh, thanks, Jeff, for following me. Uh, have a good night. Sweet dreams. But yeah. So, they said like you should accept the fact that people want to be in competition with you, and I feel like that's really hard for me. It's hard for me to accept that, just mainly off of the point of what I said earlier about people are coming up here sharing their heart with each other, with a whole bunch of strangers, and you guys are worried about the competitive of who pen is better. And I feel like that just takes the fun out of it. Like, okay, if you are the type of person who like to compete, there are battle poetry competitions where you can enter. Those there is spaces for those types of people where you can compete and stuff like that. But I feel like to compete with yourself is the more of a competition. If you feel like you want to compete with anybody, let it be yourself first and foremost. Let it be yourself, period. Because that's who I'm in competition with. I'm in competition with who I was yesterday and last year and last month and 12 years ago. Like, I'm in competition on bettering myself every day. Why are you in competition on trying to better someone else in their lane? It really just, I don't know if it's just me, if it just don't click in my mind on why. Like, because I'm a competitive person when it comes to gaming. When I'm on this game, it's a different story. But when it comes to real life things, especially like poetry or painting or crafting or art in general, don't we create art to escape from pain? Don't we create art to create new ways of thinking, new ways of seeing, new ways of being? We create art for all these beautiful reasons, and you want to create art to be in competition with someone else. It bothers me. I'm sorry. It bothers me, and it's corny and it's lame. And to direct that energy to a new person coming into this community, it's even more corny because you are in the, like, you're trying to encourage them to be like, to be better. But if you understand the mental warfare a poet goes through, because we're not going to act like everybody is over here amazing at their art and artistry and stuff like that. We're not going to sit here and act like everybody's already up here. Everybody had to start down here at one point. I'm talking about poetry in the poetry community and how it's unfriendly and unfair to people that are new in the environment. And it's probably lame and corny and nerdy of me, but it need to be said and it need to be shared. So I'm sharing it. But yeah, I just think that it's weird to do that to new people, like to be overly competitive. Like, I'm like, I said to this one person, I said, it's cool to be competitive to, your group of friends, and you guys have this understanding, like, it's all love at the end of the day. Like, I'm better than you and you better than me. If you want to challenge each other like that, because it's nothing wrong with challenge each other to be better. I think that is a wonderful reason and idea, honestly. I think it's beautiful. But yes, I write poems. I will not be sharing one on this live because I have to do something with this live after I'm done talking my talk. But if you go, I have poems on my TikTok page, but it's probably really far. And then if you go on my TikTok and go on my bio and follow me on Instagram, you can see me on Instagram say a poem, and it's like a love poem, and I think you'll like it. And yeah, you'll love it for sure. But yeah, I don't even know. Thank you for following me. Okay, so that's comparison. I keep talking about comparison because it's really is I can't, it's not, it's just don't click in my mind. Slick comments in disguise of support. Some people were talking about this in the live that I was in also. And I can see that because a lot of people will say little small comments where you'll be like, is that a compliment? Is that nice? And it'll really have you questioning and thinking like, how should I respond to this? Or, or not respond or whatever. And it just creates this nasty animosity for no reason. Kindness is free. Why can't we just be kind to each other? I'm really just trying to figure it out, gatekeeping. People are talking about gatekeeping and not sharing how like their tools and their tricks and all of these other open mics and stuff like that. Personally, me, I only went to one open mic, and that's the one that I performed at. And people are always like, "Oh, you should go to other open mics. Oh, you should go to other open mics." And I'm like, I don't know about any other open mics. This one found me. This is the first one I found, and so this is where God led me. So this is where I am, and it's convenient for me. And when I do try to go to other ones, life happens, and I end up not being able to go. But I just think that's divinely guided, if you ask me. But the one time I did go to another open mic that was not the one that I typically go to, it was nasty energy in there. Everybody was just like looking at me as if like I'm too good to participate, or I'm too good to like, you know, personally I'm an empath, so I can feel the energy people emanate off of, like, onto me. Is I hope that's the right word. I can feel the energy that they're projecting onto me. And people could say, oh yeah, I'm just being, you know, they're just being nice, or they're just being this, or they're just being that. I can feel when somebody's being jealous. I can feel when somebody is assuming that I'm too stuck up, or I'm being this nasty person to whatever, just because I'm shy. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Um I'm a really shy person, and that could come like that can appear to come off as if I'm like, I don't want to talk to anybody, or I'm too good to be around anybody, but I'm really just shy. I'm really just shy. Like, and anxiety is a bitch. Anxiety is a bitch, and I'm not about to put myself into an anxiety attack just so I could go say hi to a person. No, no, thank you. If you want to speak to me, come speak to me. Hello. Hello, hi. Um, Thank you for following me, Lisa. Love you. Oh, thank you for the rose. Love you, love you, love you, love you, love you. But yeah, so yeah. If your sister is sick, I do have a herbal tea business. If you go to my bio, follow my Instagram. My tea page is in my Instagram bio, and I do sell herbal tea that is healing. So, let me know. Um, LOL. Should I? Should I? Should I? I'm confused. I'm sorry, I got scared. It don't give you enough time to mentally decide whether or not you want to invite somebody in or not. Hello, Kyra. Everyone's welcome here. Oh, thank you. Y'all are so distracting me. What time is it? Where y'all at? It's 2:14 here. I'm supposed to be. I'm trying to tell. I'm trying to express. my experience in the poetry community. I'm a poet. I'm a writer. Um, there's a poem, an old poem, my first poem that I wrote. Um, maybe not my first one, but my first real one. And they is just spit some. I am really shy about my poetry. So if you want to see my poetry, follow my Instagram because I do have a poem on my Instagram, and I've only said 2 poems on social media ever. And I don't really share my poems with people. Even if it was one person in this room right now besides my turtle, because I tell her in a heartbeat. Um, um, I could not. If you were here right now, like just me and you, no cameras, I would be so scared to tell you a poem. I promise you. So I'm really scared. So to share my poetry, it's really very sensitive for me. Yes, I do sleep in this room. Very comfy, very heavenly. Um, but I have 6, 7, 8, 9 pillows on my bed. No, I don't share my room with anyone. Oh, thank you. I love you guys so much. We can take a break. What's my poetry name? My poetry name is SunRay. No, I don't really share my poetry with anyone. I'm really shy. But the one poem that I did share, it's on my Instagram. If you go to my page in my bio, you can follow my Instagram, and my poetry video is there. I got like 314K views. That's very terrifying if you can as you can imagine for me. Um I am in Philadelphia. How do you get feedback? I am the type of person, I make art for myself first. Um if I plan to share, like if I plan to go to an open mic and share my poetry with people, I'll then share with people I feel closest to, but most of the time I'm sharing with someone that I feel as not as judgmental, because there's a lot of judgmental people in this community. That's what I was talking about earlier. Hello love. Hello love. So yeah, I'll share with somebody who I am friends with that's also a poet, who has a clear understanding of me, my morals, and my mentality, and so it feels very safe to share my poetry. I need to see, the problem is all the people that understand me are not from where I'm from, or just not in my orbit. And so I never heard of that thing before. Online. Yeah, I never heard of that before. But I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about it. Because I'm very well known, but you know how people, they like you, they just don't like it. They don't like you when you're doing better than them. They don't like you when you're known. They don't like you when you're popular. They don't like you when, you're just being better and doing better than them, or exceeding generally. So that's really what it be with me, honestly. People like me to an extent. They like my energy, my light, my love, and stuff like that. But the support won't be there, because it's like she has a lot of eyes on her. I'm not going to give her, like, I'm not going to give her attention because I don't want her to succeed, in a way. That sounds really bad, but that's really the reality. Like, that's really the reality. It's kind of crazy. Oh, thanks for the follow. Thank you. Reddit would be awesome, honestly, though. Honestly. But I wasn't okay, let me explain, because I was never gonna share my poetry ever. Like, when I say I strictly write my poetry for me, I write it for me to feel good. My poetry helps me heal. Oh my goodness. Thank you for the gifts. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you so much. I feel the love all the way through the camera. Thank you. But yeah, I don't write poetry to share with other people. I write poetry to release my feelings, to help heal myself through a lot of stuff. Like, I go through, life's hard. Life's hard. And the only way I can feel better about what I'm going through in my circumstances is to write poetry sometimes, or to create art. And I don't create art to share with anybody else. If I had to share, like, if I'm over this piece of art, because sometimes I'm over my art, and it's like, create something new, create something better, and I'm sick of looking at it on my wall, and I'll remove it, and that's when I'll share it with other people, when I'm over it. But I first create for myself, from the pit of my soul. Whatever I create with my hands, my words, my heart, literally all over it, it's mine. It's for me. And I feel like people don't appreciate that point of it. Exactly. And that's what I was talking about earlier with this community. Is it's a lot of judgmental, it's a lot of competition, it's a lot of envy, it's a lot of all of this negative energy, when it really doesn't have to be. We are all artists here. We all create differently. And I love to be around artists. Like, I don't know how to be friends with people who are not creative people. Like, logical people bother me. Because how do you not believe that dragons were real? How do you not believe that dragons were real when... Hi, Batman. How do you not believe that dragons were real, but you believe in dinosaurs? Like, oh, well, dragons fly. Well, so do dinosaurs. Dinosaurs swim too. It's a whole lot of different kinds of dinosaurs. But, like, how do you believe in this but not this? Listen, it's okay if you don't want to believe in dragons. I do. But, okay, but that's also what they said. They said that dragons breathe fire. But, like, that could just been... They mouth could have just been hot. Like, also, like, have you seen the inside of a camel's mouth? They are back, WB. I don't know what that means. No, dude. Listen, if y'all don't want to believe in dragons, it's okay. Yeah. Well, listen, I watch a lot of stuff. Like, I like to learn about a lot of history. So, I know when the first piece of chocolate was made. Like, I know about Egypt history. I like history. I like to learn and stuff like that. So if you just pay attention to the things that they don't put into your face and tell you to learn about, the world is so beautiful in so many ways. And it's really not hard to believe in things that they tell us. Like, honestly, I'm the type of person, I don't like mainstream libraries. Like, I'm gonna go to the library, the bookstore. I'm not gonna go to nobody's library. I don't like libraries. It's something, ever since I was a kid, I just don't like the library. And I love to read, though. I love to read. And I have so many books on just a whole bunch of random weird shit. What's your question? What's your question?